And no matter whether you're in the city or the mountains, more snow is on the way, right?
Yes, we have some snow, enough to shovel, Ian. We talked about this coming up. This is on tap for us tonight and for tomorrow. So expect a very wintry conditions before we start to actually increase in temperature on Sunday. So one more day of this cold weather. -12 right now at the airport. This is the warmest we have been all day. The wind chill is -19. And as you can see by your 24-hour forecast, brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen, family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. The temperature will stay pretty similar for the next 24 hours. Tomorrow's high is -10 with a wind chill of -18. We are looking at snowfall starting as early as 9:30 tonight, starting off as a few flurries, intensifying around that midnight hour, and then heavy for early tomorrow morning, and then starting to make its way out, fizzling out to a few flurries by tomorrow afternoon.
Danielle, you had just mentioned that it has been quite a while, really, since we've had significant snow.
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
We talked about it, so it's been a bit, especially enough to shovel. We've had a few dustings.
Yeah.
But this is one where you need the shovel, unless you have someone that does it for you.
They need the shovel.
They need the shovel, correct. Here's the Skywatch weather camera, and we do have some cloud cover out there. The winds have been calm for today. They're going to pick up, and we have this system rolling in tonight, and it's going to start bringing us some snowflakes. It's cold, and we're going to remain in that cold territory right through tomorrow, and then you'll notice a difference in temperature. Will warm up by Sunday. -19 is what it feels like in the city right now. -20 is what it feels like in Pincher Creek with the wind chill. -22 is what it feels like in Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. Drumheller -23. So there's a bite in the air. All right, we have no more warnings in the south end of the province. There is a warning in Rocky Mountain House. That's a snowfall warning. That's because about 20 centimeters of snow is expected in that region there. And then you can see that the cold warnings are in blue. They've retreated, so it's Provost and up, where they're looking at wind chills in the -40s. We're not going to be that cold in southern Alberta, but still quite chilly. You can see that polar air that's really plunged down into eastern Canada. And if you watch this, I'm going to fast forward this to Sunday, you can see the green that starts to creep on in, the warmer air. So we likely won't get above freezing on Sunday, but we'll be close to the freezing mark, which will be quite a difference from what we have right now. Okay, there you go. There's that snowfall starting to make its way south. It doesn't look like much now. It will intensify in the overnight hours. I'm going to show you the hour by hour here so you can get an idea of the timeline. It will make its way down the QE2 this evening. By about 9:30, we'll likely start to see some flurries in the city, and then that will intensify by the midnight hour and pick up and become pretty intense at times. May even reduce visibility because the winds will pick up a little bit, so nighttime driving won't be ideal. And it should be pretty consistent up until about 8:30 in the morning on Saturday, tomorrow, and then it will, in the afternoon, it will start to make its way off to the west. So you can see it slumping and moving all the way down the foothills into the Lethbridge area. How much snow can we expect? In the city, 5 to 7 centimeters. Similar idea for Cochrane, a little less further west, Canmore about 4 centimeters, and further to the south around Lethbridge about 5 centimeters from this one. It's another cold one tomorrow once again. Wind chill of -18 on and off throughout the day. But Sunday is quite a different day. Mainly sunny skies and a high of -1. We'll dip a little bit for Monday to -4, but we should be above the freezing mark by Tuesday of next week.
So the first half of the weekend looks a little bit challenging, but it starts to turn around by Sunday, turning into Monday.
Yeah, what I like to say is there's something for everybody this weekend. If you like winter, it's definitely winter tomorrow, because not only will it be cold still, we have a lot of snow on the way. -12 is the current temperature, also our daytime high. A normal daytime high is -2, which is where we'll be for Sunday. So before we get to Sunday, we have anywhere from 5 to 7 centimeters of snow. Yes, enough to shovel. A high of -10 and a wind chill throughout the day of -18. And then we recover to more normal temperatures and brighter skies on Sunday with that lovely high of -1.
All good advice there. Let's bring Danielle in now. Anyone heading to the backcountry this weekend is going to have to bundle up.
Yes, and especially when we look at the weekend, we have one cold day and one warmer day. So tomorrow will be much like it was today. The difference is we're looking at a decent snowfall, enough that you're going to have to shovel in many communities. All right, minus 11 is the temperature right now. It feels more like minus 19 with that lovely wind chill. And as you can see, for these next 24 hours, our wind chill is going to stick around that minus 18, minus 19 mark. So the next 24 hours will be cold. By about 9:30 tonight, that's when some flurries will start to kick into the city, and it will intensify in the overnight hours, so you'll wake up to a decent snowfall out there. More details on that coming up.
Danielle's back with us now to look at our 5-day forecast. We get out of this extreme cold.
Yeah, we're just about to get out of it. So yesterday was the coldest. Today is still pretty cold. And tomorrow will be similar to today. And then we're done with the more extreme cold weather anyway. Minus 15 is what it feels like in Calgary at the moment. It feels closer to minus 17 in Claresholm and Pincher Creek, and colder as you head off to the east. Minus 27 with the wind chill in Lethbridge, and minus 25 in Medicine Hat. All right, so we did have cold warnings in place for parts of southern Alberta yesterday. That has retreated, so it's Provost and up now. There's also a snowfall warning in place in the Rocky Mountain House area, about 20 centimeters expected with the system that's rolling in, and that system is going to bring some snowfall to southern Alberta as well. We're just not going to see more extreme amounts, but we're going to get enough to shovel in many communities. I'll talk about totals in just a second here, but you can see that colder Arctic polar air that has plunged into eastern Canada. We're on the edge of it, so we're not quite as cold as many communities off in eastern Canada. And another thing to show you is by the time we get into Sunday, check out your timestamp here, we have that warmer air mass moving in, a bit of a Chinook flow, so it's going to get us warmer temperatures, and we'll get back to normal. Normal is minus 2 for this time of year. So Sunday will be very different than Saturday. Saturday is all winter. It will feel like winter because it will be cold. We're also looking at a decent snowfall. You can already see some snow starting to track down from the north and making its way towards Calgary. So isolated snowflakes for the next little bit, certainly possible. Flurries really up until about 9:30, and then it will start to intensify, especially closer to the midnight hour, and become more consistent and longer term up until about, I would say, 11 o'clock in the morning. That's why we're going to see some totals. The bulk of it should be in the morning hours for the city, and then it will shift off and be mainly in the foothills and down through the Lethbridge area. But for Calgary specifically, our heaviest snow will be overnight tonight and tomorrow morning. All right, totals. How much can we expect? Anywhere from 5 to 7 centimeters is what we're looking at for Calgary, and similar amounts for Okotoks and High River, Airdrie and Cochrane. That's kind of the bullseye area with this, but still possible to see about 8 centimeters in Milk River and 5 to 7 in the Lethbridge area as well. Your Action Furnace 5-day forecast, again, showing you tomorrow's a cold one with a wind chill of minus 18 at times throughout the day and the snow. And then we get some sunshine on Sunday, a high of minus 1, and we should be above the freezing mark once again by Tuesday of next week.
She's brave, I'll give her that.
All the power to her.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to kick things off with a tip on how to take the best pictures on the slopes.
Okay.
It's brilliant. You actually wouldn't even need to know how to ski. You could still get amazing photos for social media.
Oh,
you just need a friend who knows how to ski and a photographer with some pretty good timing. And you could have all these great action photos.
Who knew?
That's clever.
Can't believe a photo.
That's probably the lesson. Don't believe everything you see. Yeah. Well, we haven't had much snow ourselves lately for even a snowball fight, but look at this. This is upstate New York. Mother Nature pre-rolls them for you. A combination of snow and strong winds created this rare byproduct called snow rollers, and they're littering a neighborhood in these all-natural wind-wound snowballs. They're kind of like tumbleweeds, but snow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I mean, we might get that, but it's actually quite rare. But that's the best snowball fight morning you could ever ask for.
Imagine waking up to that. You're right. Just a field of it.
Yes.
You know where this was?
Where?
Chile, New York.
Oh.
I'm not even making that up.
Wow.
A town called
Makes
Chile.
sense.
Yeah.
Got the rare phenomena. Perfect.
Well, we'll finish things off with a couple of feathered friends who are not turning any heads.
No way.
Literally. I mean, I'm sure they can turn their heads. They're just not turning their heads. I don't know why.
What are they focused on? Does she have food?
That's the thing. They are locked in on something.
Something.
Don't know what it is.
Oh, some Good neck move.
That's just one of those, okay, videos. Okay.
Interesting.
Don't understand it, but okay.
Here's your Skywatch weather camera, and it's quiet right now. It's cold and quiet. Tonight and tomorrow, it's going to be cold, not as quiet, because we have a decent snowfall on the way. Again, it's enough to shovel. Currently, we're sitting at -11, which is today's new daytime high. Not -12, it's -11. Another important thing to mention is since December 21st, the winter solstice, we have been gaining moments of daylight each day. So we're now up to 8 hours and 45 minutes. And it's going to get better and better. Brighter and brighter. All right, let's talk about what's been going on across the country. -11, again, was our high in the city so far. -28 for Regina, -29 for Saskatoon, and you can see those -20 temperatures. Winnipeg in through Thunder Bay. So cold I can't even talk. Okay, right now it feels like -15 in the city, -17 in Pincher Creek, -27 is what it feels like with the wind chill in Lethbridge. You can also see that snow has just started to make its way. It's very light right now, but isolated snowflakes starting to make its way into the city already. We're looking at picking up about 5 to 7 centimeters in Calgary. That's the similar idea for Okotoks, High River, Lethbridge, Cochrane, Airdrie, with most of the snow really falling tonight and tomorrow morning, and then starting to lighten up for most communities, especially along QE2 and Highway 2 by the afternoon hours, and fizzle out to some flurries. So here you go. Wind chill ranging between -18, -19 right through the next 24 hours. By tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at that snow starting to let up. This is your Action Furnace 24-hour forecast, brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free. Tara.
Thank you. Let's bring Danielle in one last time for a peek at a chilly weekend ahead.
Yeah, especially tomorrow. So tomorrow will be very similar today temperature-wise. The difference will be it will be snowing. So the snow is already starting to kick in, just some flurries right now, but it will intensify tonight and tomorrow morning, and then start to let up for tomorrow afternoon. But wind chill's still around that -18, -19 mark throughout the day for tomorrow. But then warmer air creeps in. So by Sunday, -1, which will feel balmy compared to the cool weather we've had for the past couple of days. And then we should get above freezing by Tuesday of next week. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors. Crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget Alberta's climate. And this is a beautiful picture to see out your window. Tab Gangapade sent this one in. Hidden Valley. This is dawn today, I believe.
That's spectacular. I love the colors in that. It's like a painting.
Magical.
Beautiful. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific weekend. Stay warm.